Okay, good afternoon. I'm Ebony Robinson, and the name of my research is The Effects of Woke Washing on Consumers' Brand Intentions and Application of Implicit Theories. So following the death of George Floyd and the ascent of the Black Lives Matter BLM movement, several companies took to social media to denounce racism and public statements of solidarity with the Black community, which led to public scrutiny of the brand's motives and previous actions related to diversity, equity, and inclusion, and which then led to the emergence of a new phenomenon called woke washing, which is a practice of engaging in DEI-related marketing activities that are not congruent with a company's previous actions. Along with that, recent research suggested that DEI-related incongruencies may cause consumers to form negative perceptions about the brand, leading to negative brand intentions and responses. As you can see, the study, one of the questions they asked was if I perceive a brand to have acted hypocritically on the issue of police violence and racial injustice, 47% said that they would react negatively. Given this context, this research aims to examine the effects of woke washing in a brand's communications on consumers' intentions, both positive, which include brand following and purchase intentions, and negative, which includes negative word of mouth intentions and brand boycott intentions, while also looking at the moderating role of implicit theory, which I will talk about later in the presentation. Previous research has examined the effects of CSR washing and greenwashing. However, the effect of woke washing has not been examined pertaining to consumers' brand intentions. Previous literature has also examined the influence of implicit theories on product preferences, acceptance of brand extensions, and consumer response to brand personality, advertising, brand failures, and sweatshop allegations. But again, there is a gap in the literature because there is no examination of implicit theories on brand intentions when there are inconsistencies between the brand's communications and its previous actions. So before I get into the literature review, just to give you a little background about woke washing is similar in concept to CSR washing and greenwashing, and it originated from the term woke, which is a word of African-American origin that refers to being aware of or actively attended to important facts and issues, especially those relative to racial and social justice. Literature contains a very small amount because this is a new phenomenon. Additional research is needed to examine consumers' brand intentions when woke washing is present in its communications. So again, there is not any literature on woke washing particularly, but we can take some information from CSR literature, which suggests that consumers exposed to washing positions display lower purchase intentions, negative revisit intentions, and negative word of mouth intentions, leading to two of the hypotheses in this study. Hypothesis 1, consumers' brand following intentions and brand purchase intentions will be lower when the brand's communications demonstrate woke washing as compared to not. Hypothesis 2, consumers' brand boycott intentions and negative word of mouth intentions towards a brand will be greater when the brand's communications demonstrate woke washing as compared to not. Then we look at the moderating role of implicit theory. Implicit theory centers on people's beliefs about human characteristics. The founder of the theory, Carol Dweck, proposed that there are two distinct mindsets. You have the entity theorists who have a fixed mindset. They believe that individual or brand's characteristics are fixed, cannot be changed, whereas incremental theorists believe that characteristics are malleable or changeable. Compared to incremental theorists, entity theorists have been shown to be more judgmental and focused on punitive actions when offended. That is the historical context of this theory. However, more recent findings have suggested that incremental theorists can be more judgmental in certain circumstances where their criticism can bring about change in behavior, such as instances of continual failures and instances of perceived controllability of behavior. Due to the recent repeated occurrences of woke washing and other types of CSR washing in the literature across brands and industries, We hypothesize that incremental theorists will have more negative brand intentions when woke washing is present in a brand's communication compared to entity theorists. So our hypotheses are that compared to entity theorists, incremental theorists will respond less positively to the brand when the brand's communications demonstrate woke washing as compared to not. And compared to entity theorists, incremental theorists will respond more negatively to the brand, specifically brand boycott intentions and negative word of mouth intentions will be lower when the brand's communications demonstrate woke washing as compared to not. So this is our research model here. So the method consisted of a 2x2 online between subjects experiment. We manipulated woke washing using a hypothetical scenario. Implicit theory was manipulated based on a passage used in previous literature. Our sample consisted of 120 African-American consumers living in the US aged 25 to 40. The median age was 31.47, and the amount of the gender was 50% male, I believe. The procedure consisted of a questionnaire created using Qualtrics. And the participants were randomly exposed to one of two implicit theory manipulations. And then after they read the passage, they were exposed to one of two woke washing conditions. So either woke washing was present or absent in the scenario. They completed the manipulation check questions, dependent variable measures, and demographic questions, and they were thanked and compensated $3.14. Our hypotheses were tested using a two-way MANOVA. In support of H1 and H2, results revealed that woke washing had significant effects on consumers' brand following intentions and brand purchase intentions, brand boycott intentions, and negative word of mouth intentions. So when woke washing was present, brand following intentions and brand purchase intentions were significantly lower when compared to the condition with no woke washing, as you can see in the table. And then brand boycott intentions and negative word of mouth intentions were significantly higher when woke washing was present as compared to not. The interaction effect between woke washing and implicit theory was insignificant for brand following intentions and brand purchase intentions. Therefore, H3 was not supported in terms of incremental theorists having less brand following intentions and brand purchase intentions compared to entity theorists. However, in support of H4, results revealed a significant interaction effect between woke washing and implicit theory on the negative brand behaviors, such as brand boycott intentions and negative word of mouth intentions. And more specifically, compared to entity theorists, brand boycott intentions and negative word of mouth intentions were significantly higher for incremental theorists when woke washing was present, as you can see in the figure on the right. So the implications to this study is that it provides theoretical contributions by examining the role of implicit theory on brand intentions when there are discrepancies between a brand's current communications and previous actions. The results suggest that incremental theorists are more prone to brand activism as a mechanism to encourage social change. This also advances brands' understanding of the potential negative consequences of engaging in woke washing practices. There are some limitations, although this research does have some, what I feel are some good basis for brands to look at in terms of woke washing. Number one being that the sample included only African Americans, so future research should look at expanding the sample to be more diverse. Since implicit theory was manipulated rather than measured, it is unknown if findings will be duplicated among consumers in their natural mindset. So it is also recommended that implicit theory be measured in future studies rather than manipulated. And then finally, we did not examine possible mediating variables, such as capacity for change or perceptions of controllability, which are some things that are demonstrated in the literature. So we could look into that for future studies as well. Thank you. That concludes.